Hello, everybody out there. Do really here, back with the next episode of Wonderful Everyday Down the Rabbit Hole. I think we have a bit of a ways to go still before all hell breaks loose, but let's continue on with the cuteness for now. In the last episode, we all skipped school. I think we're still basically in the process of doing that. So you can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. No, it's my job to take care of you. Don't worry about it. Huh? What just happened? Huh? The dishes on the table were shaking. Ah, yes, that's right. We're having dinner. Grrr. Why, you... Ah! Kagami was glaring at me. Her shoulders were shaking. She had an incredible look on her face. Her face was pure red. She was biting her lips, and the two stupid locks of hair sticking up from her head proved that she's twice as dumb as the average person. Though if I actually said this to her, she would punch me twice, karate chop me, kick me, and then punch me harder. Looked just like a demon's horns. Kagami-san? I didn't happen to do anything to offend you, did I? Unconsciously, I began speaking very politely. Hey, Tsukasa. In this situation...
Yeah, bullseye. You got your roll down perfectly.
I see. That's great. I didn't understand what was so great. Especially considering the way her voice was shaking. Yuki-sama? Oh, sorry. So I'm not in for a beating quite yet? I realized that Takashima was still holding the spoon in front of my mouth. I tried to eat it in one bite. She looked at her target, me, with eyes that seemed to be trying to incinerate me. Her mouth was open, threatening with her fangs. You're scaring the crap out of me. What's with that look? The curry? Is it the curry? Do you have to kill me now that I ate the curry? I came straight out and said it. No. Isn't it a bit narcissistic to think everything's about you? I didn't say it was about me. I said it was about the curry. Huh? No one cares about you. Are you stupid? But you're looking over here like... There was a mosquito. I was scowling at the mosquito. You're so obsessed with yourself. Yes, because we often scowl at mosquitoes. Obsessed with myself? Well, everybody else around me is. Why can't I be too? I was pretty sure she wasn't scowling at anything but me. Was I just being overly self-conscious? Yuki-sama, here, have some more. Let's see if she keeps growling at me. Takashima-san brought another spoonful to my lips. Oh, sure. Just right. How is it? It's much better now. Can I feed myself now, then? Oh, good. Excuse me. I'm glad to hear that, Master. Don't worry about that. You don't have to be so polite to me. No, you are my master. Jeez! Something's weird, Tsukasa. She's the only one benefiting from this.
Oh, really? Maybe the tsundere childhood friend is just overcompensating and has too much sun.
I don't know what the heck a tundra or tsundere or whatever has to do with it, but I understand. I understand that I've had enough of this farce. Farce? Here. What? Here, it's hot, right? Open your mouth. I'll cool it off for you. Huh?
Wow.
Kagami-san, that is the maid's job. Here, Yuki. I cooled it down for you, so I won't let you get away with saying it's too hot.
You really are a natural. You stayed in character even after calling it a farce.
Kagami scooped up some curry with my spoon, blew it lightly, and held it out to me. Huh? I could have sworn I was in for a beating. Eat it! Kagami averted her eyes self-consciously. Oh, sure. The hand holding the spoon was shaking back and forth. Kagami, it's hard to eat when the food is moving. What's the matter? Why do you only have a problem when I do it? Because your hand is shaking. That's not it. It's just hard to eat when the spoon is swaying like that.
Yeah, It really is swaying, or rather, trembling.
That's just your imagination. Or maybe it's an earthquake. Nothing else is shaking. Then it's Yuki who's trembling. Why would I be shaking? Am I an old man? Shut up! That's just how I am! What, getting Parkinson's at a young age? What do you mean, how you are? Yeah, that's it. I've never held anything heavier than a pair of chopsticks. I'm pretty sure we can call you on that lie at some point. No one like that could deliver such amazing kicks. And there's one right there. Amazing, are they? Thanks for the compliment. Ow. Anyway, stop nitpicking and eat already. Okay, fine. I opened my mouth as wide as I could and put it over the spoon. Oh. Huh. That face, I'm not quite sure what to make of it. She's got tears at the edges of her eyes, but her brows are also knitted together. The moment I put it in my mouth, she closed her eyes like she couldn't bear to look at me. Thanks for the meal. Huh. She gave a sigh of relief. Excuse me, Kagami-san. What is it? Why did you close your eyes? Huh? Did I? Yes, you closed them. If you do that, you'll spill the food. It looks like this really was too much for you to handle. That's not true. Yuki, open your mouth. This kind of felt like they were force-feeding me. Kind of. It was like they were giving food to a zoo animal. Here. She brought it to my mouth. Okay, well, here goes. I opened my mouth wide as she brought the spoon closer. I wondered why Kagami was shaking so much. All she was doing was using a spoon. Like I said, you mustn't look away. Shut up! I can tell where it is without looking. There they are, just like horns. Oh, is that right? Using those two antennae on top of your head. Oh boy. That's right. These antennae are connected to my brain. They can sense your position from the vibrations in the air. Oh, that's quite something. How about this? Takashima-san grabbed the two hairs. What? Now you can't see. Oh no, I can't see. I can't see anything at all. Oh god. How the hell can you believe something like that, you idiot? But you're the one who was lying. Well, that's true, but... She wasn't really lying, she was messing with you. She was playing along with the fact that you were messing with her in the first place.
No, we should all get along and feed her together.
You too, Tsukasa? Huh? You mean a contest? Oh god, this is gonna get messy. I'll accept that challenge. A contest to see who's better, the maid or the childhood friend.
Or the little sister. You guys always forget about me.
No, what you're forgetting about is my freedom of choice. Who cares about that? Here, Yuki, eat. I won't lose. Eat mine. Are they all going to be shoving spoons in my face?
If you can, it would be nice if you had some of mine too.
How did this get so chaotic? I don't understand it at all. I ate way too much. Or rather, I was fed too much. Either way.
Yuki, are you alright?
Tsukasa asked me that as we were laying around in the living room. Yeah, actually, you were the only one who held back, weren't you?
I was a bit scared, since they were getting so into it.
Even though she looked like an idiot on the outside, she was probably the most level-headed one here. Agreed. Kagami was silently washing the dishes in the kitchen. And Takashima was in the bathroom preparing the bath. Tsukasa was in the living room laying down. Maybe she had too much curry. It looked like she was being lazy, but that might just have been because she didn't want to bother the other two. Tsukasa's that kind of girl. But I had a thought. You'll get fat if you fall asleep right after eating.
That's okay. I cast a charm to make sure it all goes to my chest.
I take that back. Tsukasa didn't just look lazy, she really was. But having it so easy like this all of a sudden felt a bit queer. Someone else was doing the chores I always do. Kagami, can I help you wash the dishes? I'm fine. I'll be done with these in a minute. Go ahead and relax. Okay, honey. No, I'll get fat if I lay around after eating. Let me get a bit of exercise, okay?
I could cast the charm so it goes all to your chest too.
Yes, please. Hey, what are you...
Wow, Yuki, your boobs are pretty big.
Oh, I guess I don't need this charm after all.
This is a charm to make your breasts larger by stimulating the mammary glands.
That's not a charm, that's a myth. Hey, that's not a charm at all. Exactly.
It is a charm. All these charms are just for peace of mind, you know.
If you understand that, you shouldn't be laying around like that.
Sickness comes from the mind. Flat chests do too.
What? How does a flat chest come from the mind? I'm not flat-chested. That's right, you just said I had a large chest.
But they could be way, way bigger.
They can always be bigger, always. Doesn't mean they have to be. Oh, hey, stop. What are you doing, Tsukasa?
Oh, Oni-chan, sorry. I borrowed Yuki for a bit.
Jeez, what do you mean borrowed? It's not like I own her. I think that you think you do. Kagami was so upset just a moment ago, but now she was totally calm. I guess she doesn't mind sharing with her sister quite as much. That was a relief. She just doesn't like Zakuro horning in on the action. It feels like I got 3 sisters all of a sudden. No, it would have been fine if they were like sisters, but... something felt weird. Jeez, it seems like nothing but weird stuff has been happening since I met Takashima-san. And it's gonna get weirder. So I've been told. Sorry to keep you waiting, Yuki-sama. So we're bathing in bathing suits, huh? Sorry to keep you waiting, Yuki. Huh? What? What the... hell? Why are Kagami and Takashima-san standing in front of me in their swimsuits? While I was still stunned, Takashima-san circled around behind me. Why are you guys flanking me? Kagami took up her position in front of me, though she looked ill at ease. I thought I would come wash your back. That's how it is. Hurry up and let us wash your back already. What do you mean us when you're standing in front? Well, if that's all. It's not like you both need to be here. My back isn't that large. It's like, what are you girls trying to say exactly? Then maybe I should wash the front. There's no such thing as a maid who washes our master's front. There isn't? Of course not. Then I'll be the first to do it. Oh god. So, Yuki-sama, please call me Takashima, the first maid in the world who dared to wash her master's front, Zakuro. Oh god. She just coined her own title. Wait, I'll do it then. But there's no such thing as a childhood friend that washes her friend's front. Then I'll be the first. You know you two are arguing over nothing, right? I can wash my front myself. And just because you can do it on your own doesn't mean you should try to shoulder the burden all by yourself. Oh yes, it would be an incredible difficulty to wash my front all by myself. How do people do it every day? I'll never understand. Trusting another person to do what you could do yourself, isn't that what it means to be human? No, not even close. What the hell are you talking about? I know a person who always tries to do the scenario drafting, CG acting, and backgrounds all by himself, just because he can. And honestly, he's really hopeless. Aww, I bet this is like somebody the writer really knows. Or maybe the writer's even talking about himself. I think I stand for everyone when I say you're delaying the release by trying to do it all yourself. We were supposed to start recording a long time ago, but you couldn't check the script or anything. I really wish you would knock it off. It's really annoying, to be honest. I hate how he always explains it in his weird nasal voice, like, it's been a really long time since I've written anything. So I can't really get in the swing of it. This is your job. I shouldn't have to listen to these selfish excuses. Jeez. I get it. That acquaintance of yours is no good. But that doesn't have anything to do with this. Yes, it does. Division of labor is important, Yuki-sama. Well, look, you girls can wash your own fronts. They need to be washed too, you know. Okay. The modern age is the age of labor division. Everyone contributes to society with their own talents. That's how modern society should work. And that's why today, I'll be contributing to society by washing your front, Yuki-sama. Oh, it's cold. Sorry, I splashed you. By accident. Yeah, totally by accident. Sure you did. That was on purpose, wasn't it, Kagami-san? No way! This is a misunderstanding. No, you aimed at me. I saw you do it. Oh, really? Then what were you aiming for, I wonder? Why did that explanation give you a nosebleed, I wonder? Oh, did it? This is not a nosebleed. I'm crying blood. From your nose? Oh? Those tears come out of your nose, do they now? Sometimes they do, yes. A vein in Kagami's forehead was bulging. The two glared at each other. Takashima-san's nose was still bleeding for some reason. Where's Tsukasa at? In the bathroom, with me completely naked, and the two of them in their swimsuits. How did this get so chaotic? 'Cause you've never said no. You never learned how to say no, Yuki. Alright, you can both wash my back. No, just kick them both out. This is getting out of hand. Huh? Oh, what about your front? I'll wash that myself. You see, well, my acquaintance is technically the president of the company. I said, that's enough about your acquaintance. Huh. Well then, let's get started. Huh, that's not fair. Sure it is. Look, this half is your territory. Scratch, scratch. Kagami ran her fingers over my back. Ah, that's not right. The middle is right here. Scratch, scratch. Hey, don't touch my back like that. It feels weird. Excuse me. Well then, I'll start washing. I won't lose. I can imagine what happened after that. The two of them kept going over my back with their fingers, fighting for territory. This is my territory. No, it's mine. They bickered until finally... It's my body, so it's my territory. Excuse me. Sorry. I flipped down on them, signaling the end of that war. About time, woman. I learned something important that day. Territorial squabbles never lead to good things. Pitter-patter. Who's pitter-pattering around? Oh. A cool breeze blew in and caressed my cheeks. Huh. What's wrong with these two? Did they always have that kind of personality? I guess Takashima-san was a bit strange from the start, but it seemed like Kagami was acting weird too. What are these two getting worked up about?
Well, that's because they like you, Yuki.
Tsukasa?
They both like you, so they're at odds with each other.
The premise itself of that is weird. I'm a girl, you know.
Really? I don't think that matters when it comes to love.
Hey, when did like turn into love?
Am I wrong?
Well, of course you're wrong. Kagami and I grew up together, and I just met Takashima-san.
And they're both girls?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so you don't like them?
Huh? Well, I like them, but that's...
You don't love them. You just like them.
That's it. I mean, aren't you the same way, Tsukasa?
Huh? Me?
Or do you love me too? Of course you love me. Everybody loves me. There's no way you could fall in love with me, right?
That's not true at all. I love you, Yuki.
Huh?
So you see, it's not strange at all that the two of them would love you too.
Tsukasa-san? By love, do you mean, Sorry about that. Does your back hurt? I looked over to see Kagami standing there, holding a fan in one hand. Sorry about what happened earlier. We might have gotten a little carried away. A little? And not for the first time.
You two shouldn't fight. You should get along around Yuki. Love and peace.
Huh? Was the love she was talking about love and peace? Tsukasa looked at me and giggled. Well, was she teasing me? I don't think so. Down the rabbit hole, July 15th. It was morning. I could tell from the birdsong outside and the light that was streaming through the gap in the curtains. I couldn't sleep after hearing Tsukasa say something like that. That's 2 whole nights of no sleep. Are we skipping school again? 2 nights in a row without any sleep. What did she mean by love? Geez, we're both girls. But, for some reason, my heart's kind of fluttering. I really couldn't understand this feeling. Normally, I would have felt shocked and uncomfortable, but it didn't feel unpleasant at all. If I had to say, the phrase that would best describe this feeling, the closest fit was to say my heart was aflutter. Why was my heart fluttering like this? I don't get it at all. Geez, how did things end up like this anyway? At first, it was just Takashima-san who was going to stay here while she was searching for the sky. Then, Kagami and Tsukasa ended up staying here too. And the next thing you know, we have sleepless nights. It didn't make any sense. How did it turn out like that? Besides that, that's right. At first she wanted to stay here so she could look for the sky. Why were we just laying around like this? To get rid of this feeling, I needed to go find whatever Takashima-san was looking for as soon as possible. Send her home and then get rid of Tsukasa and Kagami too. I need my alone time. If this kept up, something weird could happen. It feels like the way things are headed is a bit dangerous. Like it'll lead to a strange situation.
What's dangerous?
Oh my, talking to myself out loud again? Huh? Tsukasa?
Why are you so surprised?
Oh, well, nothing.
Your face doesn't look like it's nothing, though.
That's because you were saying weird things last night.
Weird things?
You were talking about love and all that.
Is that weird? Well, now that you mention it, maybe it is.
That doesn't matter. Hurry up. We're going to be late for school. Whoa, you're right. I have to get ready. So I'm half surprised Yuki's actually going. We skipped yesterday, but today we went to school. As always, there was nothing to do but sit around idly and wait for class to end. Really, nothing else to do? You couldn't possibly study or listen to the teacher at all? But for some reason, the school day didn't feel very long at all. Summer break was almost here. I just had to endure this boredom for a little longer. The 4 of us walked home together. It felt like we hadn't walked together like that in a long time. Well, we were all going to the same place, so maybe it was inevitable that we would walk home together. I might as well. We need to stop screwing around. We should go sky searching today. I don't think she wants to go home anymore. Yes, yesterday we skipped that too. By sky searching, you mean searching for the summer triangle? Yeah, there was something about the world-class girl meeting the astronaut or something like that.
I don't think that's right, Yuki.
Where are we going to go search? There's a building in Suginomiya where we plan on going, but... Yuki, have you ever heard of light pollution? Of course I have. Astronomy and things like that are impossible if there's too much light, right? But what's the use of trying to find a spot in Tokyo without any light? Besides, even here in Tokyo, we should at least be able to spot the summer triangle. But still, you shouldn't pick the part of the city with the most lights. Suginomiya is right in the middle of the shopping district. But are there any rooftops we can get to in parts of the city with less light? There's no point if we can't get on the roof. Why don't you talk to the astronomy club? Astronomy club? The astronomy club. They can use the school roof at night if they get permission ahead of time. Really? Of course, it's a pain filling out the paperwork to be allowed up there in the middle of the night, but it shouldn't be a problem going just a couple hours after the sun sets.
Can you see the stars well from there?
Yeah. The school is built on high ground, and it's surrounded by forest, especially Building C since its roof is the highest.
Did you say Building C?
Takashima-san's expression suddenly clouded over as she mumbled that. What's wrong with Building C? What's wrong? You looked pretty grim when she said Building C.
No, it's nothing. Excuse me. But I do think that would be the best place, since it's the highest place in the school. I've been there quite a few times before.
Have you?
I was in the art club. The only way to get to the roof of Building C is through the art room, so we used to go up there a lot.
Oh, you're not in that club anymore?
There was a little accident, so the club doesn't operate anymore.
The art club had an accident.
Well, I don't think that's what really matters here. We were talking about the school roof.
I wonder what this accident was.
I don't hang around the school at night very often, but you're right. It does seem like it would get pretty dark at night.
It might be a problem trying to look at the eastern side of the sky, since there would be too many lights, but we should be able to see the summer triangle pretty clearly after 8 o'clock or so. Speaking of which, why do you know so much about astronomy?
One of the girls from our class, Miyu, is in the astronomy club.
I guess she must talk about it often. Miyu-san, now that you mention it, I might have heard that name before. You really don't remember your own classmates, do you?
Yuki-sama can't remember people's faces or names. She didn't remember me either.
Huh? Really? I think I can remember people fine. I remembered you after the first time we met on the rooftop. I just pretend not to know people.
You're the only one who thinks that. It's not a big deal, though.
Well, the way she said that, it was like she was saying we'd met before. Actually, thinking back on it, she did say, "Thank you for lending me another book," or something like that.
In another reality?
Which would mean that we already know each other. At least well enough to be lending each other books. I didn't remember that at all, though.
Yuki, you should try to remember people better. Who's going to want to be friends with you if you can't even remember their name?
Well, yeah, I'll try.
Anyway, I'll call Miyu and ask her. We'll probably be able to use the roof tomorrow. Or at worst, the day after.
Well, then, what should we do for today?
Catch up on the sleep that you missed.
Want to try going to the building you were talking about earlier?
No, in that case, we should just go home. I have some important news.
Important?
That's right. There's something very important today.
Huh? Really? How come you two know? I wonder what they meant by something important. Whatever they were talking about, it felt like something was up.
Guess we'll find out.
By the time we got home, the sun had set. Takashima-san and Tsukasa started making dinner right away. It looked like those two would be the ones making dinner tonight. I didn't think Tsukasa was any good at cooking, though. Putting that aside, what did they mean by something important? That was what I was worried about. But the two of them just started making dinner as if they had forgotten about it. I guess they'll tell us over dinner.
Dinner's ready.
Whoa, that was fast.
And this is dinner?
They laid out crackers, cheese, potato chips, and pizza. Probably leftovers. Though I guess they probably made these fries. If I had to describe it.
That's right. I have an important announcement.
An important announcement?
Anyway, it's not fancy, but I got this box and made lots.
Lots? We're going to draw lots to determine our roles, right?
We're just going stargazing. What roles could there be for that? No, these aren't rules for stargazing.
Then what rules are they?
Actually, I do remember you talking last night about how important the division of labor is. Yes, the world is divided into those who rule and those who are ruled. The people who stand above and the people who toil below.
Huh?
Well, I guess that is pretty important.
Hey, how can you be convinced so easily?
Kagami-san is right. The light pollution would be a problem in Suginomiya. I don't think we would accomplish anything there. There might not be any point in going today.
Well, it's too late now. What does that have to do with the rulers and the ruled?
We're going to determine who's king tonight.
Haven't you already determined that I'm king, basically? Huh?
Yes, that's exactly it. This night is ours. We should enjoy it. It won't take long to find what I'm searching for.
Well then, let the king game begin.
King? King game? What does that have to do with stargazing? Nothing!
Here we go.
She shook the box. Something else was bothering me. Takashima-san, you said it wouldn't take very long?
Yes, I did.
How do you know that?
I can't say for sure. It's just an optimistic view. With this many people searching, it shouldn't take that long. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay. Optimistic, huh? Well, okay, I guess. After all, it's not like a real beginning and end to the sky ever existed. Why did she think she could find something like that so easily? Where the girl of the sky meets the girl of the world itself. The beginning of the sky and the end of the sky. I couldn't even imagine a place like that existing. So why was I helping Zakuro search for it?
Let's get started. I always dreamed of sitting around, eating junk food and playing games with you guys.
So this was your idea, Tsukasa.
Yeah, we never do anything like this in our house. If we're going to have a slumber party, this is what we have to do.
We have plenty of drinks, too.
What the heck? This was something important? Jeez, Tsukasa and Takashima-san were... Okay, and on that note, before we determine who is king, we'll go ahead and end this video and pick up in the next one. So, hope to see you there or in some of my other videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me. Really signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.